This week on TGC News, Sig gets crossed, Ruger craps on FN, and Colt resurrects a big snake. TacPack is an enthusiast subscription service that is focused on bringing you the stuff you need straight to your door on a monthly basis. Every month is different, and you can be met with gun parts, accessories, cleaning gear, or even some bigger and cooler shenanigans. And because you're subscribed to TGC, if you use the code TGCBAG over at TacPack.com, you'll get a free grab bag with your next order. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News, the only gun news show that covers things you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton. Holy crap, it's 2020, guys. I hope everyone had a very happy Gunsgiving, Gunmas, Merry Gunmas, happy Gunica, and I guess happy gun year. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. How about some news? We have a ton of stuff to cover, so let's get to it. First up this week, Sig Sauer has introduced a new bolt-action rifle called the Cross. It looks a buttload like the Fix from Q, which is weird because the head of Q used to work for Sig. Let's leave that drama for the comments section and talk about the gun. At its core, the gun will be available in 3 different flavors: 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, and the new 277 Sig Fury. I'll get to that in a second. You can select from either a 16-inch barrel in the 308 or 277, or an 18-inch in the 6.5. All of the guns have a fully adjustable folding stock, M-lock rails out front, and they all take AI mags. They call it the Cross because they say it's a rifle you can take hunting because it weighs in at just over 6.5 pounds, or you could use it in a precision match because they say it's up to that task as well. The trigger is a 2-stage unit, and according to some promo videos I've seen floating around, the pull is extremely lightweight at 1 pound on the first stage and a little bit over a pound on the second. Really, really light trigger. The 277 Fury that I mentioned earlier is a sort of trickle down from the next generation weapons trials that the US military was fueling. 277 is the equivalent of 6.8 millimeters, and they have a high pressure version of this round that has a steel back end on the rear of the case to handle higher pressures and rocket the 140 grain bullet down the pipe at over 3,000 feet per second. And even though you can, in theory, get one of these rifles chambered for that new caliber, I haven't been able to find any info on ammo availability or what that ammo is going to cost, which we'll probably see it shot in a couple weeks. Either way, the Q-Fix by Sig Sauer looks promising with an estimated street price of under $1,600, which is around half the price of the actual Fix from Q. What do you guys think? Is this new Sig going to be the bee's knees, or is it just wet bread? Sound off in the comments. Let's talk about it. Next up this week, a legend returns. Since I got into guns about a decade ago, whenever the topic of revolvers came up, the one that always got a mention for being incredible was the Colt Python. It is and was iconic, and for some reason was taken out of production around the year 2000, with a few custom guns trickling out until 2005. Because of that, the collector value of these guns increased to the point where they bring $2,000 and $3,000 and maybe even $4,000 each, depending on the condition and the model. Finding a like-new version of the gun is pretty tough. Until now. Colt has resurrected the Python. The 2020 Pythons will still be chambered in 357 Magnum. They'll be available with either a 4.25 or 6-inch barrel, and they all are going to be stainless steel, at least at first. We'll see what they end up doing. The new gun does also bring some changes. The biggest thing is the overarching theme of making the gun stronger with better materials and slight tweaks to the design to make the frame more robust. The sights have been updated as well, so you can swap the front sight out for the sights from the Cobra and King Cobra a bit more easily, and the rear sight is an adjustable target unit. And on top of that, the action has been completely redesigned and now has 14 less parts. They're claiming the trigger pull is something that you're going to need to feel for yourself. I suppose we'll have to see what that actually means. That could mean it's amazing, or, hey, it's heavy, but we still love you. The reality of this new Python is that it signals Colt's further attempts at relevancy based on old designs. The question that I can't get out of my head, will that be enough to keep them out of another bankruptcy? We shall see. Izzy, fire it up. You know what time it is. There's a bunch more products to cover this week. Let's get to it. First up, Ruger has released a new version of the GP100 from their custom shop. It's chambered in 9mm and it looks fantastic, except for the weird, huge gap in the middle because they're using a short cylinder and an extended forcing cone to keep things accurate. Pricing on that is $1549. Ruger has also announced that they will be all over FN this year with the new Ruger 5.7 chambered in 5.7x28. Long story short, this is Ruger taking a stab at making an interesting caliber a little bit more affordable to shoot. The FN 5.7 pistol has an MSRP of $1435, while the Ruger comes in at $799 with the same 20-round mag capacity and arguably a better feature set for the money. I'm excited about that one. Chris USA has also announced a new one. They've taken the much-loved Chris Vector and chambered it in .22 long rifle. They have 6 different variants, 3 colors in both pistol and rifle versions, and the price tag will be $649 MSRP. That's going to be a fun one to shoot, I'm sure. Mossberg has announced a new Michelik signature shotgun called the 940 JM Pro. I'll tell you what, it is dripping in competition features. Sure, it's got adjustable length of pull, a nice extended charging handle, and a large bolt release. That's to be expected, but it also has an improved gas system, Briley chokes, as well as a loading gate set up from the factory for quad loads. And the promo video, sort of watching Jerry and Lena run the crap out of it, that doesn't hurt either. MSRP on that is $1,015. And rounding us out, Savage has released their first ever semi-auto shotgun. It's called the Renegade. Really, guys? Renegade? You couldn't do any better than that. It will come in a few different flavors and barrel lengths from 24 to 28 inches. And the core of the gun is the new Drive self-regulating gas system, which claims to cycle any load easily with minimal impact to the gun or shooter. The furniture on this gun is sort of like a squinted eye version of the Magpul stuff mixed with their AccuFit from Savage, and doesn't look half bad. The all-black gun is priced at $1449, and the camo versions are $100 more. Kinetic Development Group has been leading the charge on innovation for a long time, and they are a one-stop shop for everything related to the FN SCAR. Whether you need a scarging handle, an MREX rail, or maybe a sweet quick detach optic mount, KDG has all of that and more. And if you use the code TGC10 over at kineticdg.com, you'll get 10% off your entire order. And as you guys have requested, Pattons Armory. This is a segment where I take one of my personal guns and I tell you about it. This little bad boy is a life card. I'm sure if you haven't lived under a rock, you may have seen one of these. It's meant to be a credit card sized gun. That's a very, very large credit card. It's about the same size this way, but thickness wise a little bit different. Either way, it's a single shot 22. It kind of opens up like that. Then you've got your little trigger dingus there. You can open the barrel, yada yada. It's got a little snap cap in there now. And you cock it as such. And this is how you shoot it. I mean, there's no sights. There are no sights on this thing. It is not accurate at all. But it is a really neat gun. This is one of those things that is a novelty and may be relevant in the future. But for me, this is one of those guns I was like, yeah, I'd love to have one of those. That's pretty neat. If you guys enjoyed this little look at my gun and you want to see more, let me know in the comments. Now, instead of friendly fire this week, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. We're rolling into the new year, and there's a lot of stuff going on all over the place. First up, I want you guys to feel free in the comments of this video to ask us absolutely anything. I'm going to be watching the comments for the really good questions. Think of something decent, because we are going to be answering them while we're on tour. Yeah. SHOT Show is coming up in a couple weeks, and this year, instead of flying, we are driving from eastern Pennsylvania all the way to Las Vegas. It's around a 5,000-mile round trip, I believe, something like that. It's going to be me, Genevieve, her service dog Felix, and also her dad, rolling across the U.S. on our way to SHOT. We haven't exactly figured out our route just yet, but if you have some place that you think we absolutely need to stop on the way between here and there, let me know. Just sound off, send me a message, whatever. We're going to be vlogging the entire trip because that's going to be a really fun experience, and I want to show you guys, bring you along with us, and I know it's going to be awesome. all that to say, post your questions. We will answer them in our upcoming TGC Tour series. Also, I want to tell you all that as we roll into our 5th anniversary in the middle of this year, I'm extremely thankful for you guys. We are going to be trying a lot of new types of content and ideas here on TGC, and I hope that you're all willing to be right there with us as we try to continue evolving and making the best content we know how. And that is it for this week's show. I would love it if you guys hit the like button to show your support. If you think we earned it, get subscribed as well. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. 5'7" by 28, and the mic's falling. That's fantastic. We're just doing so good right now. Ruger has also announced that they will be all over FN this year with a new version. One more time. Yep, it's over, but don't worry, you can click on the video up top to watch last week's show, and the one below that is the one that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Check them out and let me know what you think.